Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Lost intel. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you through this week's Grandmaster Nightfall, which is the Devil's Lair strike. I believe this is the first time we've had this strike in rotation this season, but I could be mistaken. If you can complete this at the Grandmaster difficulty and get a platinum score, that means defeating all the champions. It will guarantee you an adept version of the Uzuma RR4 sniper rifle or the Plug 1 fusion rifle. Of course, because the champions this week are Overload and Barrier, which is probably the most difficult combination, it might get a little bit tricky, but there are a few glitches and cheeses that you can do in the strike, as well as possibly one that you can take with you. My first suggestion would be to just bypass all the ads in that first section, as you don't need to kill any, but make sure that there is someone there to defeat the Overload champion at the very end if you are going for that platinum score. The first real glitch or cheese spot won't be until the second section, when you have to activate the computer and then go through the several phases of ads. As you enter that room, as you'll see here, there is this one particular spot on the right side behind this big downed tanker. Back here, you won't get any enemy aggro, and most of the splash damage won't target you or really be able to hit you. This is a good spot for taking out the champions. You only get a couple of spawns, one in here as well as one across the hallway, and there is one in the very back, but so long as you're behind the tanker, you should be able to avoid all damage. So it's sort of a good safe area. You can push out from here as you need, but definitely the spot to hold out if things get a little bit dicey. Also a really great spot to defeat the two champions that will spawn on this side of the room. The next spot I want to talk about is for the tank section. As you enter this area, head to the right, and on the far right, almost up against the map wall, there is this hallway. Through here, you can take out all the enemies around the tank, as well as do damage to the tank leg without really being too concerned of getting overrun. You can't get surrounded here, and it sort of bottlenecks all the enemies. The only thing you have to really keep an eye on is that one tank shot that can sort of do massive AoE damage. A trick to the tank is when they do target you, you can actually move out of the damage range before they actually shoot. You'll know because the big laser will sort of target you. Occasionally, the laser will actually stop targeting you so long as you're out of range early. You can also use stasis in this section to just wall off this whole area and then sort of take out one stasis crystal and again create an even narrower bottleneck. It's great for champions. You won't have to really worry about everything spawning on the opposite side of the map until the tank is dead. So try to take out the tank first, maybe the ads on this side of the room first, and then the tank if need be. But overall, a great place to hang out, and it becomes a really easy place to hold if you need to respawn your allies. The next area I want to discuss is for the actual boss room, and as you enter the boss room, there's a couple of different places that you can go. There's a tunnel to the immediate left, but there's also this room to the immediate left. Don't go downstairs because the ads actually still spawn down there and rush that area pretty quickly. But if you're in this corner behind this shelf and the box to my left and you crouch, you actually get no aggro. If you're by yourself, if you're doing this solo, ads will enter the room, but then they'll immediately leave. It's kind of like that safe area that allows you to get your health back if need be. Also, the ones that are coming from underneath won't come up the stairs if you're there. If you are pushed to the left side corner of that little room, they will actually come up the stairs. So that's really the only spot where you can avoid all aggro from all the ads. You can also shoot through the window to the immediate right. So if you're doing this at Grandmaster difficulty, that room is really the best place to hold out. One glitch that you can actually possibly take with you that may help under certain circumstances in this particular strike is, and I feel like I've mentioned this weapon quite a bit, the Telesto. Currently, the Telesto was bugged, then it was hopefully patched, but the patch previous to the one we possibly got today actually changed the way and the nature of how the Telesto actually functioned and ended up glitching it again. So now the Telesto bolts actually line up on the ground, and anything that runs over them immediately dies if they're low enough. At Grandmaster, it might not be an instant kill death, but it allows you to sort of blockade that door. So any ads that might be coming through or up the stairs, you can set up a line of Telesto bolts, which will last for about 5 to 7 seconds. It'll weaken everything that's coming through the door or coming up the stairs. So once again, that allows you to hold out this room a little bit easier. But that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something helpful. Devil's Lair isn't that difficult a strike. I know it is Overload and Barrier, which, like I said, can be kind of a pain, that combination. Overload always seems to be a little bit buggy. I can never seem to really get a weapon that will trigger the overload to be stunned every single time. I was using a bow in this case. Bows do seem to do pretty well against them, as they have probably the most or the highest impact for a primary. So maybe try that, but overall, because this strike has been around for so long, it's not that difficult, even though the champions are probably the most difficult combination. If you're going for just an easy 100k, you can actually do this solo at the heroic difficulty in matchmaking. It's not that difficult. You don't even have to kill all the enemies in the first area, though you can if you want to stack up a few more points, if you feel like you're going to take a little bit longer than normal. But I think most people are probably high enough power at this point where doing the heroic difficulty won't slow you up too much. So you can really just run through it. It's a fairly fun strike. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're looking for some more Destiny 2 content. We're doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 55,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Or you can leave a hashtag BeyondLight or hashtag Season of the Lost or hashtag Witch Queen, because the giveaway at 55,000 subscribers will be a Witch Queen Seasonal Pass Deluxe Edition. Hopefully we get to 55,000 around the time that actually launches, so nobody misses out on any of the new content. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos, so if you haven't done that in a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back and do it again. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you next time. Little